Vibe is already here,
Ew.
holding the space.
I have taken over the stream again.
Yes, this is now Johan's stream. Like, if it's not Christian saying that he's gonna kill me and wear my skin for my streams, then it's Johan making my stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna move slightly out of the way so you can still see him.
I think something is happening with the Reddit. I do believe we are live on the YouTube, but the Reddit is like getting bonked.
Dying.
It's getting bonked. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Fortunately, I copied my title. It goes, make your own rules, stay alive. Something something be a jive. Something something. There was a something something in there. I'm sure of it. I just can't remember. It's like literally 15 seconds. Thrive by being a jive. There we go. And this something something was thrive by being a jive. Stay 455. No, 545 today, dude. So all of the synchronicities. Hey Shannon, thank you for joining me, friend. Johan, Christian, Joe, and friends. Thank you for joining us, Shannon. It's a pleasure having you here as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Reddit is actually gonna go live. I think it is bonking, dude. Doesn't seem to want to go live.
Suffering.
We'll try.
Suffer inside. Wow. Wow, you are absolutely loving this. I don't know.
I mean,
Configure
mild
it.
suffering, Christian. It's gonna fail, like in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then black screen with like white text. Come on, give me the black screen with white text. There we go.
Almost.
I was off for like 3 seconds.
Well, it's not internet issues. There is internet.
I don't think it is internet issues, but I'm gonna try
It's
and
probably internet
I'm
issue.
gonna try and connect to the Haywire Hill suburb instead. Our path is not letting me in.
Just not letting you stop. What?
Fortunately, we have double streams, dude, which does help, you know.
Yeah. Also, I love that this entire stream is just going. We don't know what's happening.
We're going sicko mode.
Our energy was so insane. We broke Reddit.
It's like, no,
Very sicko mode.
can't have these people on the internet. Okay, it's telling me that it did connect here, but it's telling me connection issues again.
Oh.
That is highly unfortunate, as we like to say in business. It's not letting me go live on Reddit. I'm getting scammed. We'll try again in like 5 minutes. Technically, we are live on the YouTube. I need subtitles.
Can you not hear us properly?
Hmm.
Do you still have your phone connected to my AirPods?
No, I hope not.
That would be hilarious.
No.
Okay.
But the Reddit seems to be straight up bonking.
Yeah, Reddit died. Well,
The servers have
Oh,
finally
your
crashed.
broadcast was ended by the Reddit admins. Would you look at that?
interesting.
That is
Oh.
highly concerning information to be reading right now.
I feel like they have a problem with people connecting to it, and if they connect for too long, they're just killing it.
Your broadcast has been ended
by the
by the Reddit admins. Yassi Babasi. I'm getting Yassi Babasi now.
Just get cancelled.
I just got cancelled. Bro. Like we had that stream on Arpan, and then cancelled.
More is cancelled.
Cancelled, man. There we go. I'm
What
setting
if my
up.
ears are plugged? What happened?
I'm gonna find my own Meltmore stream right now.
Is that Shannon? Yeah.
It is probably Lane. What a dude!
Ayo.
Both my ears are plugged. Oh, like Shannon has an ear infection in the one ear, and it seems it has gone to the other ear as well.
Ew,
Shannon?
I had ear infections. Yeah, they're not fun.
I'm sending you love,
Yeah,
friend.
sympathies.
There we go. This thing is, man, that's actually so present, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Very much present. Copy link. I'm just gonna post the YouTube link on the Discord subtitles.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the fact that it just tunes me straight up the Reddit. Usually it does like a something something went wrong error. Try again later.
The admins.
Which is like, nah, just the straight up admins was like, nah. No more. I'm okay with it, admins. Please just tell me. Just tell me that I'm like cancelled so I can know. Let's try an Arpan again.
Whoa, oh yeah, Shannon, I'm so sorry for you. That really sucks. I didn't go very well in. Brenda died, so it is what it is.
Ready to shake the bed. Let's see.
See if
Skaboom.
it works.
Right? Like it goes 1 out of 100, and that technically means that I did go live. But then it shows me connection issues instantaneously. So
No, I think the servers are dead.
either the server, like there are people live on Reddit right now. Reddit will be Reddit, I guess. Lane.
If it dies again, we let it go. And we just stream
Man,
to
lane.
YouTube.
It moved to the other ear last night.
I'm gonna
Everything
grab
sounded like a robot. I feel, even though that sounds not fun at all, Shannon, it is an experience that maybe nobody has ever had. Right? Do sound like the thing sounds like robots? That sounds like an experience nobody has ever been able to have. So, yeah, your broadcast was ended by the Reddit admins.
And died again.
Reddit admins.
There you go.
Thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Reddit will be Reddit. How's it going? It's going well. Lane, thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah.
Lane is just finished high school.
Fuck yeah,
Makes
dude.
metal music, has long hair, is into Viking paraphernalia.
Fuck yeah, dude. What are you gonna go study? Or if you're not gonna go study, what do you wanna go do?
He's literally tripping out about that right now.
Yeah, dude.
That's
let
his
me
trip, bro.
let me hear what you think, dude. It's always entertaining to see people try and figure out what they want to do. Because I myself have no idea, and I'm doing my honors in computer science. No idea.
Just doing what we
You
can try
just
to
do, dude. It's a very interesting feeling.
How about you, Lane? I'm going to major in bass performance.
Bass performance. That is sick. Like playing bass guitar. I'm assuming, for a band, or is that like?
So I think there's probably a little bit inside jokey because the last time I think we had a conversation, he basically consolidated and the understanding that he's going to be focusing more on his music, getting good at the bass.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's good
That's
at
what
the
it sounds
guitar
like.
already. So major in bassing.
Major in bassing, dude.
Get
That's
the
fuck yeah.
get the degree in bass performance.
Ew.
That does sound like a cool degree, right? Oh, I have an engineering degree.
Not a
Oh,
bass
I have a doctor's
performance.
degree. I have a bass performance degree. Yes, he hired on the spot. Suddenly stacks of money just hits
Dude,
you in
you
the
gotta
face.
make yourself a like diploma or like a graduate certificate.
Love you, brother Brian. Thank you for joining us, Lane. It's so nice to see you again, man. How have you been otherwise? How's your family? How's your brother, dude? Good day, Miss Molly. Thank you
Ew.
for joining us. Reddit is hurting itself. Seems Arpad is going down. Reddit is hurting itself. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? But here we are, live on the YouTube. 8 souls in the space
Yeah.
with us right now. I can feel you, Fred. Technically 10 souls plus an 11th soul,
That is
judgingly
looking-
staring
yeah,
at us right
judging
now.
at us.
You wanna go and say hi to the friends?
Hi. Hello.
Hey, wow, he's the.
Do
I'm
some body
still
voice.
working, bro.
Oh.
I cannot partake in fun.
He works with both hands in his pockets. I like working like that.
Dude,
I'm waiting for a call to happen so I can do.
dude, I'm so excited for the days I can lie on my bed doing coding, like without touching anything, just with my mind. Dude,
Come on.
Yes.
You can't reach that level of sloth.
yes, you can. What do you mean? I'm
That's
working.
literal sin. Dude.
I am working hard as fuck, just not with my body.
You just remove the myostatin inhibitors, plug yourself into an IV drip full of protein shake.
Just get like
Lie there,
so jacked.
live in the multiverse.
I can see it.
Sus.
Yo,
Susopio.
yo.
You're probably gonna be in a water tank though. A salt water tank.
That's even worse.
No, all I want right now, all I want is that new omnidirectional VR gaming set that they brought out. Basically, it's a treadmill. It's omnidirectional,
Oh, that's
and you
slips
can
feet.
run it It looks so cool. I watched somebody play Alien Isolation on it.
Oh,
Man,
goodness,
I've never
dude.
seen a man run like that.
You run like you're
Dude,
actually
you run
in
like you're
danger.
gonna die, and I need to know what that's like, dude. Playing like a full-on game, being able
I
to
get
walk
so
around.
tired.
Dude,
so
play,
quickly.
imagine walking around Skyrim. You know how fit we'd be.
Yes.
Yo.
Like it gives you a real sense of scale as
Yeah,
well.
dude, because I'm tired. I just walked the kilometer.
Yeah, I just actually walk there, right? Like instead of it just being like, oh, I'm
You'll
just gonna
starve to death.
then you really run somewhere.
You're gonna have to actually kill passers-by for food by the time you get to the next inn.
Dude, the thing that I'm thinking about is how, like, usually the way we play games, like, you press W, and then your character goes forward, right? So you can just, like, oh, I press W, and then you run, like, 5 or 15 kilometers as a person. No. Your entire gameplay is gonna change. You're gonna start using vehicles or
Press
horses
shift,
or...
right?
Ew.
Shift is sprinting.
Yo,
you know?
dude, yeah, but now it's
Ceaseless
suddenly,
sprinting.
now
Stop
actually
in
getting
a
on
bar.
a horse in Red Dead is way more worth it.
Yeah, you have to.
Because you have to. It's
You actually
tiring.
have
You
to.
can't run 20 Ks to your next thing. Yo, dude.
Red Dead Redemption in VR would be pretty
Yo, bro, it would be so cool. I think it. No, I don't know.
Apparently the biggest VR game right now is No Man's Sky.
that I can
They
believe.
should, and they're gonna like upgrade all of their features for PSVR 2.
Dude, that's so sick. The VR systems are getting so integrated now, and it's so cool.
It's the future of content consumption. Dude. It's
I'm just
basically
gonna-
turning your entire world into a screen.
I'm gonna wait for my friends to become millionaires and I'll just go play it at their house.
You don't have to be a millionaire to have VR, because yet in the future.
Yeah, but
To have really
you have
nice
to be,
VR,
you have to
maybe.
be, no, you have to be minimum wage to have VR in the future. 'Cause
dude, I think it's like phones. You're just gonna get like a decent one instead of like the.
yeah, the technology is improving. Lane says he's technically studying upright bass, but that doesn't exclude bass guitar.
Oh, like
Whoa, that is so
He's
cool.
been playing. He's actually been playing. So
Whoa, my man, that is so
Lane is a
sick.
straight gangster, dude.
Dude, I saw this fucking hilarious tweet that this mother made. It just starts, and it's like, my kid lost his cello. How do you lose a cello? And it's the size of him. How do you lose?
You know a bass violin is bigger than a
I
cello.
know, dude. Now I'm seeing it.
How do you lose? I mean, you'll see. That's
How
just
do
like
you-
negligence to the max. We were like putting things down and just like
How do
moving
you
in
do?
direction.
The kid's like 9, so the cellos are literally bigger
His
than him.
size, like
How do you
lose a
lose
person?
there must be something so satisfying about playing an instrument that's like your size.
You feel it though.
Yeah.
Like it vibrates your being as you vibrate its being. Zwam, zwam.
So cool.
My high school did lose a bass 1 year. I have no clue how it happened. So it seems to be
It
an
probably got
occurrence.
stolen, bro.
It probably
you can't
got
just
stolen.
lose a bass.
But how
I
do
think
you
that was a euphemism.
how do you
We lost
how
our
do you
base.
steal one, dude? Like how do you get away with that?
You tell the guard that's like, yeah, I'm
That's
going
mine.
home. It's my base.
Kamaras.
What Kamadas in some
There's
schools?
gonna be kamaras in American schools. Do you have cameras in your school? You know what? I think we're
I think that's
investing
a silly question.
investing a bunch of chips into questions.
That really don't.
Aiden, thank you for saying love. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Shannon. We have Mariah joining us as well.
Mariah Carey.
saying good morning, fam, and then she Hadoukens us with love.
Oh.
Hadoukens us with love.
Hadouken! She
That's
even
so
did
That's
the
beautiful.
she even did the little and then a bomb and then an explode and then a love face, dude. You just got a love Dukin.
Dude, that's so sick.
Love Dukin. Thank you, Mariah. She has 3 little boys.
Oh, your props to you. That's respectable. Taking
It's
care
cute.
of 3 little boys.
Let's see if the Reddit's gonna try and let me in now.
Your
I gave it enough time.
kids are a handful enough.
You let you stream for 5 seconds, yeah, and they're gonna be like, not again.
It's tuning me, welcome, 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 but then it doesn't allow me to go raw. So it
No,
does,
it's streaming,
it
bro.
does register.
Yeah, they're probably gonna give you a really lengthy email tonight saying like, you can keep your account and you can browse Reddit all you want, but you're not
Yes.
permitted to stream anymore.
There's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the entirety of Arpan right now.
Yeah, no, it's dead. It is very much down and dead.
I mean, zen
Reaches
and
at
happy and
Nah.
calm. And
Yo.
no, like,
no violent emotions.
come on, Reddit. Don't do our
dude.
pen like this, Reddit.
Dude, it is what it is.
Don't do our pen like this. Reddit, please. We have Mr. trying a quick paper. Typing a quick paper, getting ready, hopefully enough time to go climbing before class. What an interesting fractal.
Climbing before class. That's so cool. Boys, I sometimes watch people, like YouTube videos of people doing climbing walls and stuff like that, and it's always been very interesting, but I feel like I'm just not strong enough.
The finger grip strength.
Yo, dude, I know.
I'm not strong enough either right now. I would like to get that strong.
The one thing I have an advantage, I weigh a lot less than you, so I don't need to get that much more stronger.
That's true.
But yo, dude, like looking at some of these people and they're like, cool, I'm gonna flip myself upside down and hang with my head facing down, walk my foot in, and then swing myself back around. No, dude, climbing is absurd.
Like, I've seen some absurd things, like people hanging by a single finger.
Yo, dude.
A single finger. I can't even begin to imagine it. Let's see. I'll try. I'm hopeful. That's
I'll
literally.
go try it.
That's literally what I am, dude. If I'm anything, I'm hopeful.
I'm definitely gonna go try rock climbing at some point.
Rocker a crimery. I. wish it was more accessible.
What do you
Here in
mean?
South Africa.
It is. This is like, I think there's a couple. You've been to a rock climbing wall?
Where?
Waterfall Boven.
No, not rock climbing, like a rock climbing wall, like in a gym.
Oh, yeah.
There's
It's hard.
I know it's very hard.
It's
Have you
hard.
seen? Where are they? Like
There's the barn, the climbing barn. That's like Pretoria side.
oh fuck yeah, dude. See, it is accessible. For you, it's a little bit
It's
harder.
a little bit of a drive, especially from us.
Nope.
For you, it's a bit closer.
Yeah, but I'm talking about him. Like for
Oh.
him from home, like he was like he wishes it was more accessible in South Africa, and it is. It's just he lives in the bundles.
Just make a climbing wall.
But
Just go bouldering in your backyard, bro. It's
I've
like-
done that, but it's not as
I think he
difficult.
wants like climb.
I need to climb.
Do you know how hard that is?
Do you know what I thought about recently again? Do you remember when we? You weren't there. Do you remember when we went to the climbing trail at the place in Elsbray?
Mm-hmm.
And we met that guy, and so me and him are and Adam are going with this guy to go to hiking. And this man's like, yeah, no, there's two trails you can go do, a blue one or a red one. And we're all like, well, what are we gonna go do? He's like, no, we're gonna go do the blue one. We're like, nah, actually, especially Adam and him. They're like, we can go do the red one, absolutely. And the guy looks at us dumbstruck. He's like, no, we're not doing this. We're like, come on. He's like, no, I can't do it. We didn't plan it. We're gonna go to the blue one. And as we start climbing the blue one, suddenly it's like cliffs.
Like you're putting your leg up like this,
Yo.
and then pushing yourself up, hanging onto things.
Yo, dude, and we're like, and so I think about that a lot because I think I would have died if we didn't.
Red
do
trail
one.
would just be like like negatives, so that we're
Yo,
climbing.
dude, walking upside down. No,
It was
dude.
brutal. It was. I mean, it was fun.
It was
and the
fun
rest
fun.
on the view was.
Yo, I
amazing.
really enjoyed it, but I think about climbing a lot, how much we did it as like our ancestors, like trees, dude. I'm so inept at climbing trees. Yo,
Hanging, just hanging, dude. Like it's difficult hanging for 7 minutes a day,
Mhm.
and that's like a recommended. Hang for at least 7 minutes a day, and that's difficult, dude.
Yo, really?
Yeah, it's like the shoulder extension thing. Like these blades of your shoulders like fold out like that when you extend your arms outwards. And like
Okay,
holding
that's
in that
something I
pose
should go
causes
do.
all of those muscles to contract into itself, so giving your arm a little bit more.
Oh wow.
Face. Looks at the face.
Give me, what the fuck?
Doesn't want to do it with me holding it. I mean that makes sense. I'll
What?
just like walk up to a person while they're sleeping.
The funniest thing about that is that it recognizes my beard, but if I take my glasses off, it can't. So like me with my beard, it's fine. When I take my glasses off,
Did it register you with your beard or with your glasses?
With my glasses, yeah. So my glasses are kind of important to it, which is funny. Puts a lot of emphasis on how important like the eyes and the shape your eyes are to your facial features.
AI recognition right now is pretty wacky as well, dude. Like the tech like China has to recognize their people to the point where you can literally pay with your face, dude. Like there was shops like that in the small town I was in where they have the QR code scans that you can do. So you can scan their QR code, they can scan your QR code, and then they have like a little camera with a screen on it that you can just stand in front of. And then it scans your face and you pay for your food that way. It's a little bit dystopian.
Whoa.
Because
It's not a
then-
little bit.
Then if they blacklist your face, no more food for you, no more transport for you. Shannon says it looks like a nice day there today. It is.
Yo, it really
it's not
is.
too hot. It's kind of nice, coolish.
Yeah, and it's nice in the sun here. The sun's just off in a nice enough angle that it's not going to cause blindness.
It's just wrong.
Just raw.
Thank you for joining us, Shannon. I hope you feel better soon, my friend. We have Mariah saying that her boys are an absolute
Mariah Carey.
blessing. Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that.
Like we have Natalie Portman, Mariah Carey. Who else do we have?
That's about it, bro. Those are the celebs that are currently supported.
We're trailblazing right now. We're gonna have a famous lane, you know, where people are gonna be like, "What? You mean like Lane Butler?"
And we were like, yes.
His surname is Butler. Dude.
Yeah.
Lane Butler.
But
He's a super rad dude. I hope you're doing fine with the bear. It's nice to hear you join us on the Reddit actually today. You have a pen, Christian, that you'd like to lend me?
I have a pen.
I want to write some magical words on my marijuana cigarette filter. I also learned how to write the Ansus rune properly. So I know the Ansus, I know Manas, I know Degas, I know Gebu. I know 4 runes right now. I can still get more rune knowledge in my brain, little by little. I kind of imagine them as an extension of spells, right? Where I can kind of make a spell just by writing out a word, but then these ancient runes, like they're literally 4,000 plus years old. So these ancient runes, at least to me, signify some sense of ancient wisdom. So Christian's rune is the Gebu rune,
The game room.
which means gift. And
Interesting.
the day we found out that his rune is Gebu, the gift, he got a gift from my mom, which is one of his poems, like kind of on a canvas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When and how did you find this out?
We found this out yesterday,
That's
technically.
fucking cool.
Yeah. It was a whole experience. Like we kind of tripped out about it, and it's just like an X, and it's the start of his name and the way they spell it in Russian, so it's Bulgarian. So
That's super cool.
this is the Gebu. Gebu. And then Degas. I'm gonna write all the runes I know right now. Degas is my rune. Then we're gonna do Ansus. Agar. Rune. It goes like this.
Ah, yeah. Don't know how old
You can't
it
see
is.
that at all, huh? I'm sorry. Then we're gonna do Manas, which is humanity.
That's pretty cool.
And it's technically the Degas rune
Just with extra
with
steps.
some extra lines. So Gebu, Degas, Ansus, Manas. Gifts, the infinity, timelessness, immortality, something wisdom, Anzus, a god, the recognition of the gods, and then humanity next to the gods.
That's pretty cool.
Wow! Magic spells though. And these things have been used for 4,000 plus years, so like I'm just imagining what the previous humans had for them. And then an English intention. Rules. I feel
No, you called the stream rules, so
nah,
no rules, dude.
no rules.
No rules.
There are no rules, friend.
So, I have a story I want to tell you guys that I saw recently. I don't remember who the woman was that wrote the book, but this is not mine. So, seeing as the title of this stream is called There Are No Rules, there was this woman that wrote a autobiography of herself, and it starts out when she has depression and she is currently at her therapist. And as she is sitting at her therapist asks her, so why are you here today? And she looks at him kind of a little incredulous and says, I don't know, man, life. And he looks at her and he's like, no, what exactly is bothering you, like specifically? So she thinks about lying to him and saying some grandiose thing, but she's honest and she says, no, she doesn't want to go home and to scrub the dishes before she puts them in the dishwasher, because she's tired and she doesn't really want to do it. She doesn't have the motivation for it. And so the counselor or her therapist sits and looks at her and is like, well, why don't you just run your dishwasher twice? And she said she looked at him, we were just awestruck, suddenly being absolutely gobsmacked by the simplest of ideas. And he's like, so she replies to him, but you're not supposed to do that. And he says who? There's no real rules. You want to run your dishwasher twice, do it. And so she went home that evening, went and ran her dishwasher twice, took a shower lying down, and did something else also out of whack. And she concludes the book by being like, listen, the entire point of life, or the life, is not just simply a set of arbitrary rules for you to follow. It's way, way, way more than that. And when you can't see that, it's very important to remember that you make your own rules. There's literally nothing stopping you from doing anything you want. And I really love that story.
Thank you, Johan. Like, he's the one who inspired me to set out today's, thing as well. Like, that, a part of a meditation, part of some of the conversations we shared, but like, that's how information flows. Just to make our own rules. Like, you, friend, you can do whatever you want to. You can scream into the ether right now. There's a 420 on your light, so I'm noticing.
Yes, I am very aware.
More synchronicities.
Yep. Every time I'm outside, I'm like, yes.
Thank you, little light, for encouraging me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, do I want more spells? No, I have no spells.
I'm not spells.
I wanted to put more spells on it. I was like, you know what? I'm already gonna get smacked by the magic. Hey, Isaac, I was just talking about you, by the way. It's so nice to have you here. Ryan is here. Wow, it looks like Reddit was really being spicy. Yep. Not working at all, by the Ryan. But fortunately, we have the YouTube. We're still live.
Yeah.
Like Norse runes? Like Norse runes.
Yeah.
Yes, Lane. I'm fully blown into the Norse runes right now because I found out that my rune, the Meltmore symbol that I've consolidated for myself by turning M's into an infinity symbol, turns out to be an ancient Nordic rune, 4,000 plus year old rune. And now I'm fascinated. I'm just like, wow.
Dude, what's incredible for me is how you can write something down and it suddenly becomes ageless.
Yeah.
That's incredible to me. The fact that you could be like, this thing is the same idea that has been carried down for literal thousands of years. That is magic.
That's a lot of time for ideas to keep.
Yeah, dude, that is more magic than like I write a rune and it starts flying.
Bro, that's why that painting your mom gave me,
Yeah, Gabu.
the gift, that's a big thing, man.
Yep. Magical object.
Now
I-
that thing's gonna go around just existing.
I kind of wanna write a bunch of runes in the back of it, like on the wood on the inside. Make it even more magical. I wanna do like a repeating rune cycle. Like we're gonna pick like 4. Today we have Gebu, Degas, Ansus,
Yeah.
Manas, which means the gift that is the infinity
And
from
Yera?
the gods to humanity. That's the way I'm interpreting
Yera's
it.
changes.
Yera was
Yera is the
time.
Yera is the chick. And then there is, oh no, I did it wrong. I didn't do Anzus. I did something Salalom. The Anzus one is an F that has down striping. Like I want to learn all of them, but it's gonna take me some time.
It's learning a new language.
Literally. Yeah. And I don't know why my
It's
mind
learning
is
the
suddenly
alphabet.
It's learning the alphabet of a.
learning the alphabet that has whole meanings attached to the individual words or individual letters. So I'm
That's
trying
kind
to-
of crazy. English doesn't have that.
Yeah.
It's like combining emotions. Very cool.
That's what I'm thinking about, dude.
Dude, something that has always fascinated me, and I actually need to rewatch the movie, is the movie The Arrivals. The one that with the one where the spaceships come to planet Earth and they have these like circular. Dude, that thing was
Communicating non-linearly.
Yeah, communicating
Yeah.
literally non-time linearly, and their language being a circle. It was so cool. I would love to watch it again and see if
It's
it
a
lives
very
up to what I.
close, closer to reality interpretation of what it would be like if aliens should.
Yeah,
arrive.
especially
It'd be
like, dude,
we need to try communicate.
and
with
dude,
this
I love
guy.
the idea that they're like, we can shoot the thing and it does nothing. Literally, it does nothing.
Just does nothing. Like your technology is so unadvanced. It will just not even scratch us. Though. Like how would you do?
Yeah, the thing that's also insane to me about that movie is how they're like, yeah, you're gonna outstrip us, but without us, you won't get there. So here, please save our race. That was the entire thing. So,
What a concept.
dude, what a concept. No, I love movies like that so much.
Oh, we have Eden here as well. Thank you for joining us.
Hi,
Angel
Eden.
Beach. Ryan, hello people. Hey folks, been a while. Funny. The day I get to tune into the stream is not working. Hooray for YouTube. Hooray for YouTube. Thank you so much, Eden, for like choosing to still find us here.
Yeah,
Mel,
thank you.
dude, you never cease to amaze me. Thank you.
So
Suddenly I'm amazed by the fact that you're amazed because I don't know what amazed. Thank you though. I appreciate that so much. We're trying. I am trying to be as amazing as possible, right? Exercise, eat good food, roll good joints, add extra maybe it's the magic thing.
Maybe it's the magic.
Maybe it's the magic thing. I believe in magic. I do.
Yeah.
I just feel I'm bad at it. I haven't practiced enough.
and it does not work. Like the very.
Yeah, that's why. It's not because it's not real. It's because I don't have practice. Illusions of grandeur myself a little bit more. I mean, I feel we already have magic all around ourselves. Being able to communicate is magic to
No,
me.
literally it is.
Hey, God! So nice to have you here at the bay. Thank you for joining us. Eden, life is not a journey. You do not travel anywhere. It is a composition, not made for the end, but for each note themselves.
That is really beautifully said.
Isaac, he's your clone.
Yeah.
He's a clone. He's like
the one
he's like a
day.
version of you somewhere else in the world, doing the same work as you're doing in his place of the world. Because we're equally distributed all over the world, we
I
can
love
change the
that.
world. Thank you, Isaac, for being the beautiful expression that is you. He says also, when we travel, we are trying to get somewhere. When we play a piano, we're not trying to finish our piece, but expressing ourselves along the way by be musical. I feel that as well, right? Like for me, the kalimba, when I'm playing my kalimba, it's very much, oh, I'm in this flow right now.
Yeah.
And I almost have to force myself to try and conclude it instead of feeling like, okay, this is where it was supposed to be concluded. Go. No, please.
No, that's also, I feel like, a very important art form,
Mm.
is the ability to conclude things. And I don't necessarily like the grandeur of death. I mean that in like the smaller aspects of being able to start something, do it, appreciate it while it is what it is, and then once it starts ending, to let it flow and continue with the next thing. Otherwise, you're just stuck in this never-ending thing that just eventually is not entertaining.
Weirdly enough, what you're describing right now is what David Data understands as masculine and feminine energy, where the masculine wants things to come to a point, and the feminine wants things to continue.
Interesting.
But the masculine is the one of that, or aware of that, where the female is the one always continuing, but the masculine is always the one centrally aware of it. So it's like nature and spirit. You as spirit, your body, and everything around you as nature.
Interesting.
But unfortunately, we have that in our bodies as well as men, where, as you mentioned, like we don't want things to just go on and on because we get bored with it. So we want things to come to a ending, and then we want to restart a new cycle.
Yeah. It is very intriguing to see the way the different genders think. Not in any way to say one is better or worse than the other. It's fascinating. Every human is so unique, and every like tiny little portion of anything that has ever happened to them shapes them the whole. It's super cool.
It's fractally, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Every single thing into your being.
Dude, the thing that I realized the other day, I don't even know, is imagine that your life was already influenced before you were born into it. Everything your parents did from the like original idea that they will have children influences your life. And all your grandparents before that, everything is so interconnected.
Like that's what I wanted to say. Like I wanted to acknowledge how beautiful the point is you make, and then the fact that technically extends to the quintessential original human being that existed, right? Like you, friend, are here because of all other beings that have existed before you. Every single decision they made, every single hardship they had, every single difficulty that they overcame, coded into your DNA right now, and you're capable of solving those
I
problems.
really love the meme of like my ancestors watching me having a panic attack in the grocery store after fighting tigers and lions and shit.
I mean, if you really think about it, our ancestors probably would have a panic attack in a grocery
Yeah,
store.
dude. I also think they would.
Right?
That it's a very like unnatural process. You're shoved in like a tiny little space with a bunch of humans that you don't know.
You're so disconnected from what it used to be in nature, right? Like we have
dude,
tamed nature.
Do you know what is like? What gets me is how far in few.
Far few?
Few
Far
and far
in
between.
between. Thank you. If humanity was back in the day, I mean, in the 60s, we were 3 billion people, half of what we are now. So if you just start working backwards, in like the 1500s, no, okay, maybe like somewhere here around the turn of the first millennia, you had like 100,000 people on our entire planet.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm googling that right now.
Like we went from
The entire planet.
in 200 years
Oh,
we
no.
doubled our human population.
You mean the year 1000? We had 100,000 people.
I want to know. I don't know about that. I made that up.
Check
but
about-
Not
I'm
a
going- checking
motherfucker.
it.
Like, we went from 100,000, like we went from a few thousand to 100,000 over like 10,000 years, and then it became more and more and more exponential, and we're like reaching by the year 2020, by the year 2100, we'll reach the peak of it. Probably.
So, just like a tiny thing, the turn of the 18th century, so 1800s, we had 1 billion people. So I'm gonna see. It might be like a couple million, but it's still a point.
This is a few thousand years, you see. Thank you, friends, for joining me.
Many
It's
of you
so
know the
nice
answer to
have
this.
you here.
Please let me know.
It's difficult to
Mm.
estimate, but we were definitely in the millions.
Hell yeah, I have a deck of runes that I pull from time to time. I love rune stuff. If you have that deck of runes close to you, Lane, would you do me a favor and pull a rune for me?
Yeah, I was very wrong, but it is. Yeah, I was very, very, very wrong. I made that totally up.
How many
so-
millions?
Hugs to
No,
you.
so
Thank you.
it
Lane.
is. It's gonna be a couple million. I don't know, but it's gonna be a couple million. The first estimation of when we like properly got going was the 12,000 years ago. We had 4 million people. So it's quite
That's
a lot.
a lot.
It's a lot.
Excuse me?
But
4
like,
million.
You do
people.
realize we have
it's
8,000 million
a
people
thousand.
right now.
We have
Yeah.
currently it's almost 1,000 or 800
Do
times.
you know
more
there's
people
like
now.
20,000 tigers left on the planet or some shit?
4 million people is not a lot.
4 million people is a shit.
It's not that much.
4 million people is an absurd amount for mammals. Like that, I will agree.
I mean, I think there'd be more rodents though. Like I think rodents
Okay,
are.
maybe, yeah, but
Dude, the
mammals
only
our
reason
size-
rodents thrive to such a degree is because of us.
dude, mammals of our size, dude, no way. I think the
Dude.
highest other population is like 100,000, and I
Bro, if we didn't provide them shelter and like drains in our houses and shit,
Just the
dude, snakes
you
and
were wrong,
cats
bro.
and
for a gang. Dude, like you know, beavers are actually rodents, but instead of like
oh, you mean like classifying
rodents,
as well?
yeah, of course. So, all like you know, guinea
Marsupials.
pigs. Marsupials is more monkeys.
Like it?
Thank you so much, man.
A pleasure.
Easter.
For everyone, again, look to you. Johan, you are a wise one. He is right. Thank you. This is why I'm friends with him. He teaches me so many things.
I appreciate it.
Sorry if I spelled your name wrong. It's with a J, not with a Y.
Yeah.
Yes.
J-O-H-A-N.
In your way of spelling words, it would be Johan with a Y. But we have a hard J. We don't use the Y really in Afrikaans.
You're actually not a lot. Maybe like ice.
Yeah, ace. Ace is like ice.
Ice.
So I don't.
Ice that.
Yeah, ice there is. But it's like one of the very, very least used.
Like we don't use it a lot. Oh. Gabba gabba, gabby gabby, gooby, glabo goob. Say it 3 times fast. I'm already struggling.
You know what, dude, I can't speak Simlish, bro. That's
Gooba?
asking a bit much.
Gooba gobba. Gibby gobby goopy. Globo glob. No, I'm dying. My brain is melting just trying to say.
If I'm not wrong, it sounds a lot. If you made it up, you made it up. But that sounds very much like how they made Sims talk.
I mean,
It's called Simlish, the language.
I don't know
they
if
have.
you've heard it, like there's a TikTok that a dude made where he was speaking Italian with an American accent. And it sounds exactly like the Sims language as well, dude. It's so odd.
There are about 13,000 tigers left in the world.
That's not a lot of tigers.
Please Google how many lions left.
I think 38,000. Hey, thank you. Right, Isaac? We had 17 people in the YouTube stream at one point, which like blows my mind.
20,000.
20,000. 20,000 lions? Really? That's
Yeah,
all?
the canned lion and canned hunting has destroyed them. People have been annihilated.
That's
them.
bonkers, dude.
Yo, and I think like the wild dog is also one of the most endangered species in the world. I think there's a couple thousand of them left.
Yo.
Yeah, because the interesting thing with it is because wild dogs or dogs in general have a lot of babies. When they only the matriarch and the patriarch will have babies. The parent, the like top of the food chain,
Mhm.
they're the only ones because they'll have 10. So they can't have everybody having babies because they won't be able to feed them,
Yeah.
and then most of them die. So they like don't have the
numbers.
Yeah, the numbers to really do it at the moment.
Approximately 6,600 left.
Yeah.
With his wild dogs.
And like I said, they struggle to populate because in places where other things hunt them, like hyenas or that, when only your matriarch and patriarch can have kids, and the less people, like less things in your pack, the less babies you can take care of, and so it just regresses into infinity.
That's pretty hectic,
Yeah.
actually. I concur. Isaac, we love you, but the bear. I can't even say it one time slowly. I was also struggling. You did. Shake my head, my gaudy peachy. It's difficult, Gob. Not all of us have your giga brain, galaxy, mind potential to be able to gobbity gob gob gobs. Gob gobbity gob gobbity gobbity gob. He's like, oh, he's speaking the language of the gods.
Of the gobs.
Of the gobs! Gobbity goo, thank you, man. Terpillis is joining us as well, saying, I hope you all have a loving, beautiful day. And if you're not, well, stressed or pain in your life, please try and remember you are loved. Please don't ever suffer in silence. Thank you, Terpillis.
Thank you.
Thank you for choosing. Like, of all the things you could have said, you chose to say something so beautiful. I appreciate that so much, Fred. Terpillis, your words of love are welcome. Like the sweet sound of sunlight. The sweet sound of sunlight. I've never heard those words in a sequence, and yet it somehow makes sense.
Don't you know the sweet sound of sunlight?
Can I tell you guys something insane that I learned? So, you know that the vacuum of space has no sound? So if you replace the vacuum of space with air, and so to travel like on Earth, the sun would be as loud as a jackhammer on Earth, constantly. No, it's just like from the explosions of the sun.
Ceaseless energy.
Whoa.
Dude, constant.
That's amazing.
The
Yeah.
coolest thing about the sun to me is those arcs. that come out
4
of the
times
sun.
the size of our planet.
Arcs of fire 4 times the size of our
And then like the other incredible thing I learned is that the hottest area at the sun is not on the surface of the sun. The surface of the sun is actually one of the coldest places for the sun. The hottest temperature it gets to is a couple million miles away. It gets to 1,000,000 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, where fusion happens. Whereas things are so hot and so condensed where
No,
things
it's not at the
literally
core.
fuse.
It's on the far outside.
On
It's
the
about
outside of the
1,000,000
sun.
kilometers away
From the center-
from
from
the
the
center of
planet.
the sun.
1,000,000 kilometers.
Something like that. It's a far distance away.
Yeah, see,
the
Boba.
scale, dude. Like we
Dude.
can't even begin to understand.
1,000,000.
If you just look at the size,
No, dude, it's nuts.
microorganisms.
So just think about something 1,000,000 degrees. The surface of the sun is about 10,000. The problem is getting through that 1,000,000 degrees. The surface of the sun, yeah, we could probably deal with 10,000 Celsius plasma photons.
you probably warp.
Yeah, dude, you'd have to not be on this side of the reality.
Yeah, you just travel into a different dimension, and then you clip into this dimension again.
Your dude accidentally clips into the middle of the sun.
Definitely the magic thing. Thank you, Mariah. I believe in it. I believe in it, and even if it isn't real, I understand what those things mean to me. And then I can smoke that joint with that understanding, right? Like I've shared my reason for intention setting. I believe our minds are fractal generators, and intention is a little fractal. This generates more fractals, so you're choosing your experience. And the same thing for the room.
Yep.
It's like walking on a white floor with paint on your feet. Each step is marked. You cannot undo, you cannot change the last step, and you cannot avoid creating the next one. You say the most interesting things sometimes, Isaac.
I mean, you can avoid making the next one.
You can just stand still.
The point is, you can. Hell, you could even go backwards in your steps and just put your tiptoes in the footprint and then your other
It
tiptoe.
would still be visible.
But understandable metaphor.
See, I kind of don't think so. I think time-wise, yes, but because of space, you can't ever properly retrace your steps because other things have happened. So even if you're going backwards, it would probably be at like the slightest incline, not backwards, even at like the most extremes. And so you'd always end up making footprints wherever you go, even if it is very close to the similar.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like space-time. Like in that time, you've made your moves and you cannot take them back.
Yes, this is what I mean. I'm just trying to use the paints in like a 2D space to,
Oh, I see.
yeah, Motori.
I was being devil's advocate.
I'm gonna try to turn the Reddit on one more time. Technically, we did stream today. It
Yeah,
was the
we did.
dancing stream. So we did get to stream the YouTube of the Reddit stream nonetheless. It's probably gonna be like one of those moments where every single person has to drop their streams again before it actually works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Maybe.
I think it's working again.
Yeah, we're gonna stream for a second at least.
You have 10 minutes.
Oh no. I have 10 minutes, he says. 10 minutes. You wanna leave in 10 minutes, Christian?
Not really.
I was about to say, dude. Okay, now it's not tuning in at all.
Reddit has decided that today is not the day,
I
and it's
do not
okay.
know how to give up, unfortunately.
And I'm going to tell you that it is time.
I don't know how to, dude. Like,
And I am going to tell you.
yeah, that works! Ooh! No giving up for us! Oh man, it's not working. Close myself. Boy.
Concern.
I won't give up.
I pity you.
I refuse to give up.
pity you.
This is why I will win.
I pity you
This
more.
right here, this
that you
energy I
alarm me.
feel is why I will win. You just have to ask real nicely, Kristen.
Just ask harder, bro.
Just ask harder. Believe.
Nah, believe harder, SDR.
I'm believing as hard as I can. Please, Reddit. It's truly good that the admins are removing my stream.
Dude, you know what is probably happening? Like, they're probably killing you because they need everybody off, but they don't want to kill people's streams as they're going, so they're just keeping people off the system.
That might be it. That might be it. They are actually upgrading the video on Reddit's platform. Like that's one big thing they're trying to do actually. I believe.
Big oof, bro.
I believe.
That's fun.
Eden says divine masculine gets from point A to B, the most direct route. The feminine takes the long route. Both can enjoy the journey and arrive at the same destination despite the difference. What a beautiful analogy that is,
Yeah.
actually. I appreciate you connecting the dots to me there in a way where there is infinity in that moment as well, you know, similarity, non-duality. Very similar to Danish. J is pronounced yeah. I'm not sure exactly how to read that. But our G's are often silent, and we hoi hard.
Yo, we
That's-
like that.
yeah. That's how we say our G's. We say groen, gras, gooi. Ek gaan jou mors doodslaan.
Jy kan probeer.
Ek kan probeer. Ek gaan, Christian.
Expoester.
Ek gaan nie probeer nie. Ek gaan.
Ew. Afrikaans is such a weird language. I love it so much.
Quite a nice one. I feel it's kind of one of those languages that I speak almost unconsciously.
It's your home language, dude. Guys, we might see a fight break out. This ain't good.
Tilts camera, starts beating
Decks him.
tackles him into the fucking concrete. Yes, see, be careful, Christian.
Come, bro.
We have even Who Needs Tears First says, I think he is right. The amount of glitch is getting worse and worse on Reddit. It's because they're fixing things right now, manifest more. They're actively like turning the screws. They're plugging the Ethernet cables in and out. They're unplugging and replugging hard drives. How do you
They're lubricating the Ethernet cables.
There we go. They're protecting their Ethernet cables by condoming them before plugging them in to make sure those get any viruses. Yes. I'm so sorry. I'm super interested to see how you would pronounce Hochberg. Hochberg? Huh.
Yeah.
Hochberg is who? Jo.
Yo, dude, you're bad.
Hoyeberg.
Way bad.
Hoyeberg.
Way bad.
Hoyeberg.
Way bad.
Way bad.
That's what it is.
That might be another
No.
one.
Way bad.
Reddit is in foreplay, yes. Teasing us
Teasing.
with its services. Remember when you could go live
No.
almost every day for like 545 days? What about not being able to do that? So I'm exhilarated. Oh wow! The infinity differences. Look at that. New experiences to adapt to. Yeah, I feel it. Fixing. They're fixing it right now. Who Needs Tears? I'm sure. They're
Trust in your developers, you.
Yeah, they're fixing it.
They
right
try
now.
really
They
hard.
try really hard. Management is hard.
Ooh, I feel the amount of red tape in companies right now of like you have to ask these people if you can do things and these people need to
Dude.
approve of those people approving.
The problem just is you
That's how
need
it
shareholders, dude. It's money first. So you can have the best idea in the world, but if you can't work together and you can't end up in like,
And if you can't make money from it.
I'm happy
Yeah.
I like it, Isaac. Let me show you some more of it actually. They're saying it's a nice spot we're hanging out in.
you're under.
Christina's trying to trip me.
I love how you're showing people where I live.
Yeah, they're gonna like geotag you right now. Gonna be like, yes. I mean, there probably is a geotagger that would be able to do that shit, dude. Like, unironically, are that good at it? Have you seen those videos?
Oh yeah, the geoguessers.
You'll
Yeah,
see.
yo.
You'll see the
The funniest thing I've ever had a geoguesser is I'm looking at this dude go, and poof, he pops up in front of my old school. I'm like, what? And what the fuck? He's like
Synchronicity.
hopping around the place where I went to school. It was the weirdest fucking experience. Trying to see him figure out where it was. He guessed Canada.
I mean, that's a win for us.
That's,
actually. That's a big win. Nice. People think we're Canada.
we have better
to-
weather.
Yeah,
We have much better weather.
Love some good brick.
Yes.
That
Brick.
I like that. She did that intentionally. She's like, Eden is an absolutely beautiful person. Thank you for that. I love the look of brick and greenery. It is. It is a beautiful combination.
So this plant you see over here that he showed you that was green all the way through, it's the most ridiculous plant I've ever seen. We took about a stem about this big and just stuck it into the ground and it became what you see now.
it took the place.
It literally decided it wants this.
It was
In the
like,
back
yeah.
there's more.
Mine.
It's one of the coolest plants I've ever seen.
all of these resources, all of this surface, mine. I take. I appreciate the view, friend. I hope to see the fauna of South Africa one day. Seems beautiful. Seems absolutely beautiful. I think it is.
It
I
is.
feel we definitely have beautiful nature here in South Africa.
Yeah, we do. And some of the things we were just like, we like that nature, so we brought it here. Like, I have no idea what these trees are called not in Afrikaans, but in Afrikaans they're called jacaranda. And they're
Jacarandas.
jacarandas, but I don't know what they're like, what official name is, and I don't know if anybody will know what they are, but they're these trees that in the spring, their flowers are purple. So suddenly you're driving in the street and you just have rows of purple trees.
And it's not like it just has purple flowers. No.
No.
Almost like every single branch has like multiple different flowers on
Yeah,
it.
no, it's...
It looks like
Purple.
it replaces all of its leaves just with purple.
Yo, wait, can I have a photo?
I'll show them a photo, dude. It's quite an experience.
It's actually insane.
It's like cherry blossom trees in Japan.
Yeah, it's so much like that.
But it smells nice as well, dude. Like you walk through the streets and it's just this aroma of jacaranda trees.
Do you think eventually the cities will become so complex they'll just flavor the air that people walk in?
Probably. They already technically do that in China, but they don't flavor it. They just poison it. Or they poison the things in the air. Spray like water in the air.
trees. It's ridiculous. I just
They're
showed people my
bonkers.
number plate, but it is okay.
Yep, they're going to steal your car right
Someone's gonna come steal my car.
Fortunately, all of the friends here only have good in their
Yeah, I
hearts.
And it's just the computer science part of me that's like,
You just
What?
shared your information online forever.
yeah, I'm dying. This is over.
Perfect. Beautiful spot. Wow, I can't believe that's almost exactly how it's pronounced in Danish. Wild similarities. There is.
Oh wow, fuck
Like
yeah.
we definitely have a language that's kind of similar. Thank you. John.
Yeah, well, okay, so basically Afrikaans came out, and what happened is all the Europeans that came to Cape Town to do trading needed a way to talk to each other. So they just started mismatching everything together that they could find. Like in a comparison I can always make, in Swedish, you get stiefbroeder, and in Afrikaans you get stiefbroer. It's so like there's so many small similarities, and you can speak Afrikaans, or Afrikaans and man, what do you call what's Amsterdam?
The Netherlands?
Netherlands. What do they speak? How am I blanking?
Netherlands.
No,
No.
no.
Did they speak Netherlands?
Dutch.
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 Netherlands Afrikaans.
Yeah,
that's
Dutch.
why. Dutch
So-
and English.
Dutch and Afrikaans are so close together that when I went to Amsterdam, I spoke Afrikaans and they spoke Dutch to me. We could completely understand each other.
That's wild. But you had to speak probably a little slower.
You have to speak a little bit slow, and sometimes I'll be like, I don't know what that means, and then they'll explain what the word means. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just I just need to listen for this sound.
More little noise to find the information. And purple trees. I'm happy you like them.
Purple trees.
And Isaac said, my pup just started speaking in his sleep.
That's a fucking adorable. It is the cutest thing. I always go into. I'm always so scared they're having a bad dream when they do that, so I'll always wake them up. But man,
Little dudes.
little fucking existences.
Target does that, I believe. I don't know exactly what Target does. We were talking about a bunch of things.
Your
Target does.
please
that.
elaborate. My brain is not that good at
more
remembering.
information. They put some sense in their stores. They flavored the air, and then I believe whatever chemical in their brain likes to buy. Whoa.
I
They
use-
put some sense in their stores that I believe get whatever chemical in the brain that likes to buy. Go. I could be so wrong, but I definitely carry that knowledge around a while. Somewhere in the back pocket. Maybe in a fractal universe, dude. Who knows? I can see it happening. I can't see
it
it
needs to
happening.
be a very, 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 very dystopian future for them to start drugging you in their stores.
They're actually they are jacarandas. It's true, beautiful trees. They are. Gotta run. Love you, Japan. Thank you for joining us. Have a
Thank you
great
for
day.
joining.
Thank you, friends, for joining us. We have came to our hour mark pretty much in 12 seconds. I'm gonna try start the Reddit stream up one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I'll give up. But only because we've concluded our hour. One more try.
Hour.
Hour.
Hour. I like that, Christian. He's struggling to get on Arpen giving you trouble. Yup. Yup, Gregs.
Yo.
Live on YouTube though for the last hour. Let me send him the link actually. I'm so sorry that we gotta tell Greg that we were live. I mean, he probably is seeing like, look at this, like a bunch of hits, like blank post of names. No, there we go. Blank post of name, blank post of name, blank post of name, blank post of name.
Bro, I see this plant. I'm like, it's gotta be fake.
Dude, it looks so colored that it is almost like a fake experience. Ooh, 555 as I tune to this stream.
Nice! Dude, plants are insane. I love plants, dude. They just like, you put them somewhere and they go. You give them some water and they spread.
They want to
They
live.
live. They don't, it's just they go. It's insane to me.
Be like a plant, friend.
Like,
just go.
growing this.
Yeah.
Yo.
You gonna work this time? It is. It's
No,
not.
it's not.
I got scammed for a
You
second.
wanna try again?
You're facetious much.
I do want to try again.
So,
In fact.
Chris, those are called desert roses. They're one of the coolest plants ever. I'm gonna water them now. I'll show you what they do. They like hold the water in like the middle and they hold it there so that they can keep the water over a long period of time in the desert.
I haven't tried to stream to the U show in a while.
These are all very like low water plants.
Yeah, and well, it's Africa, dude. It's much better to get succulents than not.
Succulent.
Yo, dude, I love those trees. What do you call them? Spackboomer.
Spectrums.
They're so good for the environment.
Big carbon capturers.
Some of these dudes are fuzzy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all of them. We tried.
I admit,
Huh?
not defeat,
Huh?
but having been fed up enough to call it quits. You know?
That's just a fancy way of
Yes.
saying
No.
admit defeat.
No. I'm gonna turn around tomorrow and then charge back in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hurrah!
There's
Saw stabs towards Reddit. I will not. Thank you, friends, for joining me on
Thank
the
you for
Reddit,
joining us.
on the YouTube though. You know, despite that the Reddit wasn't working. I admire your tenacity, Val. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Eden, for not shooting daggers of hatred towards me right now.
What
And
makes
for
you think I'm
we need to
shooting
bring him down a
daggers at
peg.
being like, you wanna try again?
you? What are you on about?
Yes, I want to try yet more. I'm probably gonna try again at your place. I'm gonna be like, "Wow, sick. Technically, I did what I'm gonna try still. You're
There's
gonna watch.
probably this poor Reddit dev that's just
Just
trying
like-
to update this component. And
Like,
this
bro,
fucker keeps logging in.
please.
I
It's
mean,
like,
let us
dude,
know.
Please stop.
Let us know, dude. Then we can know at least.
What if he
bro.
can't let you know, bro? What if it's gotta go through like a process chain of other people and then you can only know?
Bruh, then you suffer.
He's suffering.
Christian
He's
suffers.
suffering right now because of you.
No, I'm not doing it right now, so he's not suffering because of me.
Not right now. Probably got to like 99%.
But
when he
then
tried
he goes
again.
After multiple hours, Danish and Dutch are pretty similar too. They really are. Disney World does that. They pump in artificial sands. They do that. So it's a thing already. Love Melty, love Jovan, love Christian. Have a lovely day, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
so much.
Bye.
Love to you, Mariah. Lovely
No,
day
the-
to you. Thank you,
I'm
Shannon.
fully convinced that Disney is the proper start to the dystopian future. That
Bro,
place
have you
is scary,
seen the
dude.
newest Disneylands?
Right, that place is scary.
Don't sell your soul. It's more valuable than you can ever imagine. We have Greg joining us on the YouTube. We're
Cool.
like basically finishing up the YouTube stream. I'm sorry that I couldn't let you know that the Reddit wasn't working, but we tried. I tried. I really did try.
You did.
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Gregs? Like, I'll wait for you to let me know first. I love plants too. They are so cool. The fact that they can thrive in the craziest conditions, they really want to live. And you know, like, I'm happy that you like this setup we have right now, because the reason we're here is because our South African power grid is not working where we live right now.
Well, yeah, people are striking because we have to pay 50% of our fuel costs and taxes, and everyone's really angry about that.
Yeah.
So because people are striking, we don't have enough people to man all of our power making capacity, and so we get load shedding. And yeah, very interesting.
It's a whole thing.
Uh-huh.
So on top of that whole thing being a thing, Reddit was also being a thing today. So I feel very good for being able to be so meh.
Yep.
Nothing can rob you of your happiness. It's only through expectation and we call suffering.
Yeah, just literally on yourself that's gonna stop you from being happy.
Yep. I learned that lesson over and over again. Make your own rules, friend. Genuinely, like that's the message of today's stream. No worries, just nice to see you guys doing well overall. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Greg, for joining us here on the YouTube. Thank you, Brother Bay, for
My
lending me your
pleasure.
phone. And thank
Bye,
you,
everyone.
dear friends, for joining me on the YouTube today. Blessings unto you. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers, cheers, everyone.
See ya!
Like, yeah.
See ya, boo.